Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I will be making some Grinch Christmas home decor. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And now let's craft. Starting with my first project, I will be making a Whoville sign. So from Dollar Tree, I'm using one of these signs. Now this one is from the Valentine's season, but Dollar Tree always carries some of these long signs that you can use. So I'm going to start by removing the little hanger from the back, and then I'm going to paint like a stripe in the center white. I will be doing the reversible stencil on this. Now I'm using these sticker letters that I got from Hobby Lobby. I think I got them for like $1.50. I got them a while back, but Dollar Tree does carry poster sticker letters that you can use instead. Now these are a little bit bigger than the ones from Dollar Tree. Now you don't have to do this reversible stencils. If you have a Cricut, you can totally use your Cricut to cut the word Whoville. So as you can see here, I didn't have L's, so I am going to make my L's using some eyes. I didn't have an O, so I am using this Q and turning it into an O. The next step is to paint this. Now I'm using these two paints. One's from the brand CRAFTSMART, which is in the color Apple Tart, and this other one's from the WAVERLY chalk paint in the color SCALLION. I did mix these two up to paint the entire sign. I had to give this 3 coats. Once this is dry, I'm going to carefully remove the letters. As you can see, it did bleed through, but that is okay. I'm going to go back and fix it with a small paintbrush and some white paint. And this is how it looks. Now honestly, you can leave it like this and just add some snowflakes on this side, but I'm going to go a step further, and I'm using this cardboard that I had. Now for this, you can use the Dollar Tree foam boards, or they even have, I think, like them cardboards to make science projects. You can use one of those too. What I'm basically doing is a border for my sign. Now I am going to overlap this wood sign, which I really like the edge design of this. Now Dollar Tree does carry some Christmas signs that have like this similar design that you can use instead. Once I am done tracing this, I'm going to cut it out. To cover this, I'm using this fabric that I got from the Dollar Tree. I am going to just glue it down using hot glue. And this wasn't big enough, but I do end up managed to fix it by attaching some leftover pieces on the other side. And honestly, you can't even tell. And this is how it looks. The next thing I will be doing is just gluing the sign in the center. To decorate this a little more, I will be painting some of these snowflakes white. Both of these are from the Dollar Tree. I also painted some larger ones that Dollar Tree carries as well. Now these are 3 different ones that I had, but then I remember I had some glittery plastic ones. I think 4 come in a pack. These are also from the Dollar Tree, and I decided to remove the 2 snowflakes that are in the corners, like the bigger ones, and I do replace them with those snowflakes. The last thing I did is I added a sawtooth hook on the back, and that is it. Look how beautiful this Whoville sign turned out. For my next project, I will be using one of these Dollar Tree wood squares, which I'm not going to paint. Instead, I'm going to cover it up using this Hobby Lobby scrapbooking paper. Now, I only want like the border, so what I'm going to do is using this computer paper, I am going to trace in like the square inside. Then I am going to cut it out. Now, I do this because I can use the inside for like something else. I don't have to waste it. So now I'm going to just set this piece that I took off on, like, set it to the side. I won't be needing it for this project. Then I'm going to glue the border using my glue stick. So one thing I could have done is painted the wood white, but because I already had this computer paper, instead of painting it white, I just glued this on here. I did use hot glue for this instead of my glue stick, but once I am done gluing this, I'm going to set this to the side. The next thing I will be using is this soft microfiber cloth, which I got from the Dollar Tree. You can find it in the auto section. So I started by painting this, and I thought with just the paintbrush I was gonna just paint it through, but it was soaking a lot of the paint. So what I do end up doing is I grab a plastic plate, I then pour some of the paint on top, and then I pour water. So I basically water the paint down to color dye this. I let this dry. I actually let this dry overnight. Now, before I continue using that rag, I am going to use my tablet. I did Google the Grinch Hand, and I use a computer paper to trace it out. I do end up making the hand just a little bit bigger. I then cut it, and this is going to be my stencil. I'm going to trace this hand into a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to cut it out. So now I'm going to use the cardboard and trace that hand. Well, I didn't trace it. You can trace it if you want. Instead, I just cut it around, and then I glued the hand down, and I then started cutting around it instead of like me tracing it and cutting it. Hopefully it made sense. And this is how the little hand looks. The next thing I will be doing is adding this wine bag that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now, I was going to use like this side because it felt like it was perfect in here, but the white was too thick. So instead of using that part, I end up using like the smaller one, like the middle part of the wine bag, and use that instead. Here you can see the difference of the width. So I end up using like the smaller part. Before I glue the hand down, I'm going to paint one of these Dollar Tree wood ornaments. and I'm going to add it to the sign. Then I'm going to glue the hand. And that is it, guys. Look how cute this Grinch hand turned out. For my next project, I'm using one of these Dollar Tree decor signs. I'm going to start by removing the little hanger. Then I'm going to paint like the top two parts green. The next stripe, I'm going to paint it white and then red. I will be adding the Grinch face. So to do that, I'm using the transferring method. I Google the Grinch face on my tablet, then use a computer paper to trace it. Then I scribbled the back. I put this on my sign and went over it. I then painted this. Now I did something similar to this on a wood ornament, which is a lot larger. If you want to check that out, I'll have the link down in the description box. So now I'm going to add You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and for this I did use my Cricut. And that is it. Look how cute this turned out. Before I move on with my last project, I want to share with you guys something that I did. So I recently went to Walmart and looked for some green ornaments, and I didn't find any, at least not the color I was looking for. And once I did find something similar, it was like a pack that had a whole bunch of them, and honestly all I needed was the green ones, and I didn't want to buy the entire pack. So then I remember I had these big gold ornaments. These are from the Dollar Tree. I was like, you know what? I can easily just paint these and use these as my ornament, and that is what I did. I mixed these two greens. Though I do want to mention that I did have to give these 4 coats of paint. Now it was probably easier for me to paint them white first and then go over it with the green. But that is it. This is how my green ornaments turned out. My last project was a little bit more expensive. Now this sign is not from the Dollar Tree. This is from Hobby Lobby, but this was actually on sale. Original price is $21.99, but usually they have these for 40% off. But I got mine for $5.99. What I did is I painted the sides, or not the sides, I'm sorry, the frame red and the inside white. And this is how it looks. I then used my Cricut to cut out the word Merry, and guess what else? Grinch mess. So I did use 2 different colors of vinyls. I'll have the image that I used down in the description box in case you want to check it out. But that is it. All I did was just transfer the Merry first and then the Grinch mess. Now I do want to give you a little hack, is that I couldn't find the middle. So what I did is I got a ribbon, I folded that, and that is where my middle was at, and that's how I got this sign to be nice and straight. So I decided to decorate this a little more. So I did cut out a little Santa hat and add it to the G. But that is it. Look how beautiful this Merry Grinch mask sign turned out. It's absolutely my favorite. And that is it for today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.